My name is Ron King.
And what teams have you played with, Ron?
Played with the Paraplegic Turtles for 11 years, 1990 to 2001. Played with a bunch of other teams, guesting on them.
And where are some of the fields that you've played at?
Oh, Mound Field in Pittsburgh was one of my favorites. Up in New York at the great big old long field that Jerry Braun had up there, where it took 2 days to get to the other flag station. Chula Vista, where we had to chase the illegals out of the bunkers back across the border so we could play.
What was that field called in Chula Vista?
Borderland.
Borderlands, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, down on Otay Road.
So what were some of your memorable finishes, just off the top of your head?
Vegas 1999 NPPL was really good. We got first place there. And then second place at the World Cup, and I forget what year. One of those years way back when.
Yeah. And when did you actually start playing?
I actually started playing in 1986.
And what'd you start with?
My first game was with a PGP and 2 tubes of paint and 1 12 gram. And then right after that I went with the Piranha long barrel pump. I still have that one, wood grips and all that. And then finally went with the Sniper 2 that I got from Dale Price. And then got on the Turtle team at that point. We started off with the autocockers and built up the autocockers and played with autocockers for as long as I was on the Turtles.
So pretty much most of the Turtles were using autocockers?
Probably about 70%. We had a bunch of other people using the mags, and then towards the end they're starting to do some Angels too.
When you started in '86, what field did you play at?
Field just outside of Ogden, Utah, up Weaver Canyon. It was Flash's field of Shadow Company, name from way back.
I've seen the patches for Shadow Company, that's pretty neat. And then did Dale have fields also?
Yes, Dale had a field called Showdown in Harriman, Utah. He also had a indoor field in Salt Lake that was an old Votech building that had 3 levels on it that we used to play in.
Different fields on each level?
Yes, and sometimes worked all 3 levels.
How was the attendance in that area? That was in Utah?
Yeah, Dale really brought the paintball spirit into Utah at one point and just built it up. Eventually having 3 stores at one point in Ogden and Salt Lake and down in Orem, and really built up Utah paintball for quite a while.
When was the first time that the Turtles traveled out of Utah, or a little bit out of your comfort zone?
We started going over to Colorado and doing a Colorado State Series. Going over to Colorado and doing that, we actually took home the Colorado State Traveling Trophy and took it to Utah. It somehow never got back to Colorado. Dale still has it.
So if you guys started in 1990, did you play any of the Lively Series events?
No, we started off with Pro-Ams on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And then that morphed into Great Westerns. And we played a lot of the Great Westerns, and we started playing the NPPLs.
Gotcha.
Did 7 years of World Cup with the NPPL.
Wow, that's pretty rad. What years?
Ended in 2001. I stopped in 2001, so 95 to 2001 or 94 to 2001.
Awesome. I really enjoyed watching a lot of the videos that Dale's been putting up.
Awesome.
Of all the teams playing the NPPL events and the Great Western events. Who was doing the recording while you guys were playing?
Dale was doing a lot of the recording, and then he had asked some of the other people from Utah to do some of the recording, and you can really tell the difference because Dale focuses on a person for just a short time. If nothing happens, he moves on.
Yeah.
Whereas somebody else doing the recording will focus in and out. So
yeah,
a lot of the recording was done with Dale.
Who were your biggest arch rivals at the time playing on the Turtles, like in the early 90s, early to mid 90s?
GBD, Good, Mad, and the Deadly. Fatal Swoop with Jed.
You guys probably played against Fatal Swoop a lot in the Pan Am and Great Western Series events.
We did.
Because they were big on that. What are some teams that I might not have heard of that you played a lot against?
TCA.
Which stood for?
Technicolor Assassins.
Oh, I've heard of the Technicolor Assassins. What can you tell me about the Technicolor Assassins?
You know, that's just one of the best paintball names ever. We just kept playing them.
Yeah, in Great Western and Pan Am.
In Great Western. And of course they had multicolor jerseys, and that was some of the first multicolor jerseys that we saw in Woodsball.
Really?
Was TCA was doing the Technicolor splats on their jerseys, and it was like...
I haven't seen their jerseys, only their patches.
Yeah.
Yeah, rad, very cool. Anything else you want to talk about, Ron? I mean, I'm
no,
sure there's
just happy to be here. Happy to come out and practice with Black Sunday today.
Spin around one more time, let me see the back.
Okay.
Awesome.
There we go, one of my old jerseys.
What year is that jersey?
See, I'm not sure what year this one is. says paintball on it, probably 2000, I'm guessing.
Awesome, thanks, Ron.
You bet.